This is the grave of the first Westby in my family that came to America. His name is Matthias Westby, and he was first in Madison, Minnesota area. He had a wife and child that passed away. He then married Annie Sophie King, his next wife, and they came to this area, Clare City, South Dakota. They donated their land to create this church and cemetery. Actually, his homestead is right over there. The barn is still standing, and a relative currently lives there. But here at this plot, we have Matthias, his second wife, Annie Sophie, and their child, Olaf, who came to his death by a shotgun, according to the family literature. I would love to find out more about that. He was only about 28 years old. And then we have Norma, which is my Grandpa Howard's sister, who died at the age of about 3 years old when she pulled a boiling kettle down on herself. And so we have no individual markers here. The story was that at some point there was trees here and farming kind of encroached, and family story says that the individual stones were lost somehow. I don't know. Are they under here somewhere? Could I find them someday? I asked if they were referring to cornerstones, which we do have 4 cornerstones on the plot, but I was told that's not what they were referring to. I've seen them before, but that might be one over here. I don't know. Anyway, so Matthias, I recently was able to learn through a friend who helped me look it up online. Matthias passed away, don't quote me, but I believe it was 1900, and he was not very old. I mean, he was in his 50s, I want to say, and he died from appendicitis. He had an operation over in Minneapolis, and I don't know, he must not have made it. Had it already burst? I don't know. Just think, though, he probably wouldn't have had that had he been alive in today's world. He was a member of the South Dakota State House of Representatives. He was active in the heist or whatever of the county courthouse records when they moved from Wilmot to the present county courthouse of Sisseton. And then, like I said, he was active in this church and cemetery. He was one of the charter members of this place. So we also have some information that states that his father, Anders Jacobson Westby, is here, as it is shown that the father, Anders or Andrew, lived with them at a point during the census. He did outlive his son, M.A. Matthias Westby. Matt, he was also called Hans, finding that a lot of this, is it Norwegian tradition to have 2 middle names, or what did they say, 2 first names? I don't know. But he traditionally would go by M.A. And I'm trying to find more information about him, and I've seen 1 picture of him, possibly 2. They look so close I was unsure if they're the same photo. But would love any and all info I can get on him, and whether I can figure out for sure if this is Anders' place of rest. That would be my great-great-great-grandfather. So here we have the Westby plot, and they're all my relatives, but the main person is Anders Westby is possibly here, and then his son Matthias, his wife Annie Sophie. Those would be my great-great-grandparents. All right, thank you for listening.